Missouri's U.S. Senators is investigating the amount of veterans exposed to mustard gas during secret testings during World War II. Our Colin Lingo is here tonight to explain the reason that Claire McCaskill has launched the investigation and also just how serious the long-term health effects of mustard gas exposure can be. Colin.
David, during a news conference in Springfield Tuesday, Senator Claire McCaskill spoke not only about her office's investigation into the secret mustard gas tests during World War II, but also what her office is planning to do about it.
Senator Claire McCaskill said Tuesday about 60,000 servicemen were exposed to mustard gas in secret tests conducted by the federal government during World War II. She says among the 60,000, there are about 200 still alive today. Among those 200, Arla Harrell, possibly the last surviving Missourian subjected to the tests.
They rubbed a liquid chemical on my arm and hands and had me breathe the gas without a mask on.
This video from the senator's YouTube page claims that Arla, as well as other vets, are now in poor health due to their chemical exposure.
It's an extremely noxious chemical.
Dr. Brian Finke at Cox Medical says the long-term side effects of mustard gas exposure can, in fact, be severe.
Since it does cause blistering, severe burns on the skin, it's been associated with damaging your DNA, damaging your RNA, which are inside your cells.
But McCaskill says these adopted health issues are only the first problem. She says these vets are also suffering from a lack of medical attention from the VA.
According to records, nearly 90% of applicants have been denied by the VA.
And while Dr. Finke says mustard gas exposure can be hard to detect due to the nature of military chemical testing,
even governments during World War II that were trying to test and improve them wouldn't necessarily advertise that to the camps, and they certainly wouldn't have advertised that in the areas where these camps were in the United States. So many times the soldiers probably wouldn't know, maybe even the camp commanders wouldn't know, because this had to be done in secret.
He says efforts like this are at least a step towards serving those that once served our country.
You certainly don't want to miss, even a single veteran that might have been exposed to a highly carcinogenic chemical.
McCaskill has named her new legislation the Arla Harrell Act. She says Harrell was exposed to the mustard gas during his time at Camp Crowder in 1945. We attempted to speak to a number of veterans about this issue this week, though none of them felt comfortable discussing these possible tests.